So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may
Osimhen! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Looking for the run. It's a promising position. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I think a lot's going to be expected of this guy, Rasmus Højlund. I think he's got the heart for it. And you need that if you really want to improve and get up there with the very best. And I see that in him. I think there's an honest character underneath. I think he's got the right attitude. He wants to apply himself. And I think if he can do that successfully, he's going to start scoring the amount of goals he would like.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Can he finish?
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's hoist. Shot at goal! Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Neymar. And he's forced to go back. First quarter of an hour gone. Mbappe with the foul. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Juan. Now Elmas. Now that looks a decent ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Bruno Fernandes. Hernandez cross, terrific header! Oh, it's hit the post! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And here's Osimhen. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe tries a shot! They've scored! The breakthrough strike! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Chelsea are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Knocks it into space. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Delivery, he rises! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Almost half an hour in now. Chelsea have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Osimhen! That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Lobotka. And it's Lobotka. Elmas. Nicely spread. Van Dijk. And it's Caicedo. It's a pretty loose pass. Højlund. And that has been slung wide. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And the shot! And want to be quick to recover this. Hernandez with the clearance. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Koundé. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's being... goes for a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this. Decent chance! And it's there! And they are cruising away. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, what shoots! He scores! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Chelsea have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. Here we go again. Szoboszlai. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Chelsea are having a ball here. Lobotka. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's picked it up out wide. He is just caressing the ball. And he's quick to get it clear again. And they're quick to get it back. Now Almas. Buongiorno. And it's Lobotka. Picked out brilliantly. Looking for a corner. Neymar tries to clear. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Neymar. Lobotka.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Matsocchi. Højlund. This might spell danger. Caicedo.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Soboslai. Mbappe has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
Van Dijk clears it away.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.607 spettatori.
No way he was going to let him past. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Gets into some space. Can he get it through? Rudiger. Caicedo. Chelsea looking to pass their way through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And this is Neymar. Oh, there's the shot! Off the post! And he hits the net! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Ha segnato al 66esimo minuto, numero 4.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Viene sostituito con il numero 11.
Matsocchi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Matsocchi. Looking to go deep. And he's claimed by the keeper. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Tries to pass it through, and they've got rid.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 30.
So there's going to be another change here.
Campo per il numero 21.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Lobotka. Defending was strong and firm. A heavy challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Neymar. Mbappe. And he shoots! It's hit the upright. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And here's Mbappe.
Such good technique.
Now there's a fine ball. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that...
He's had a shot! And it's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Mbappe, Neymar. Oh, nice touch. Hit into the middle. Buongiorno clears. Big header! He's put it wide.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Van Dijk. And it's Bellingham. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, good take in a good area. Elmas.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Now it's Højlund. It's a good ball out wide. Van Dijk. Nicely weighted ball. De Bruyne. Oh, they can break here. Lobotka. This looks promising. He's in plenty of space here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Foot in. And that's it. Chelsea can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Mbappe, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody.
Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And this is now...
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they? Takes a shot! And it's a goal! And what a start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Bernardeschi. Now it's Rowe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Lukumi. Pressing high and with purpose. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lovely. Now then. Mbappe! Oh, it's hit the post. Bruno Fernandes is having a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Juan Miranda. Chelsea leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Done delicately. Can he get onto this? Szoboszlai.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, good spread. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's got away. And the shot! Freuler.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Hernandez. Chelsea finding their passes. And here's Mbappe. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rowe. Can he spark a counter here? Juan Miranda. Can he get it through? He's having a shot! Has another go! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
27 minutes is number 10.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Nice physical challenge. Chelsea have got it back and they'll have another go. Bruno Fernandes. Neymar. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now that looks a decent ball, and he's managed to get free. João Mario gets into some space. Defending of the desperate variety. Neymar.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now Mbappe, and it's made its way to him. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Szoboszlai. And it's Szoboszlai. Freuler. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. And it's Soboslai. Tries to play it through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
João Mario. And Moro. João Mario.
1 minute added time.
And it's Moro. It's a good foot in there. Now it's Osimhen. Now it's Mbappe. He's in a great position here. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Osimhen. He might be in here! And that has been slung wide. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Bruno Fernandes. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Driving. He's going for goal! Decent enough try.
Neymar has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Bernardeschi looking understandably energised after his goal. That has ended up in no man's land. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Osimhen. Hernandez. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Aimed beyond the defence. And that has been cleared. This might spell... Tries a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he comes up trumps again. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Bernardeschi. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Osimhen.
Such good technique.
He's in plenty of space here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, that's clever. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Bernardeschi looking for the run. Look at the space here. Chelsea keep calm in the face of danger.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Osimhen attempts a clearance. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Now it's Osimhen. Great vision. Lukumi Spread out to the left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Knocks it into space. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Caicedo goes steaming forward.
This is the time you need that pace.
Koundé. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good.
Shoots! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Neymar goes short.
Batistuta. Substitution in progress.
And it's Koundé. Very nicely done.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Number 4, Bruno Fernandes. Coming on the field is number 8, Palmer.
And João Mario. Great defending, strong and determined. And he was quick to react. Lukumi. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's had it taken off him.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh no, that was never going to make it.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Batistuta! And Batistuta! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it. All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
Gavi. And this is Batistuta.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
We are into stoppage time. It's a threatening ball. João Mario. Freuler. That has not gone well. Can he get on the end of this?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Lukumi gets it away. And we're done. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield, with just 3 in there, makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
And he shoots! Goal! Milan! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Chelsea are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Osimhen. And it's Hernandez. Bruno Fernandes. And the finish!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Now it's Osimhen. Osimhen! Modric.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Loftus-Cheek. This might spell danger. He's beaten the last man. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's in a great position here. He's on it, can he get away? It's Neymar! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Caicedo thinks about the shot. Oh, smashing header! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Bartasagi. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, this looks sharp. Now there's a fine ball. Nice interception, well timed. Salmakers. More and more pressure on the ball here. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's being urged to shapes to shoot! Oh, it's come off the upright. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Pulisic receives it in a good position here. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Oh, really well played.
And he will. Osimhen! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Osimhen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And this is Modric. Salamakers. Deep cross.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is lovely. And he's whipped it across. Neymar can get it clear. De Winter. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Modric. Now it's Rafael Leao. Neymar. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Osimhen. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's a sharp pass.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Neymar has found the net here, of course. Szoboszlai. Can he get on the end of this? Expertly. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So it's back to business. Szoboszlai. And it's Neymar. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Caicedo. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Loftus-Cheek. Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it. And
big header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Rafael Leao really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Bruno Fernandes. Nicely weighted ball. That's a nicely shaped ball. Mignon gets good distance on it. Now it's Mbappe. Played with finesse. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Rafael Leao. And he's in on goal. Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Modric goes short. He is just caressing the ball. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Great vision.
80.953 spettatori.
It's beautifully weighted. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Selmakers. Now it's Loftus-Cheek. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Szoboszlai. Caicedo. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Tomori. Loftus-Cheek.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Mbappe. Good ball. Real chance! Goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, nice touch. And it's Szoboszlai. Oh, it's a great ball here. They're urging him to shoot. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Modric. Just eases him off the ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Neymar, played out wide. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Bruno Fernandes. Now this could be a chance. Bruno Fernandes. Szoboszlai. And here's Mbappe. Great ball and he's in here. Chance for a shot! They've done it! And this is getting better and better. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
And now he has two. Chelsea could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate.
He's having a go! And that is high.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
De Winter. Modric. That's gone loose. Modric wins the duel this time. And the number on the board is 3. Muscular approach does pay off here. And we're done. Chelsea have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the creative and defensive support whenever necessary.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Tries to cross. No, that's not going to find its target. Now it's Rijkaard.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
It's Maradona! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
No, that was never going to make it. Van Dijk. Nice looking ball. Will play through for the wide man. Abiati claims it. Safe hands. Caceres. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Neymar. He's picked his way through. And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Raul, Maradona, it's loose and there's a race for the ball. Not much subtlety about that challenge. It's loose here and they'll want to reclaim it. And he's only too happy to take that back. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Chelsea are looking to break at pace. Chelsea so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rodri. Now it's Raul. Neymar. He's shifted and the shot! No, that's been intercepted. And he's found a way past. Chance for a shot! And it's a goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Chelsea have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Rijkaard. And it's Hakimi. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Maradona looking to run onto it. And this is Maradona. Searching pass he's played there. Maradona showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's made a shot, surely! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Neymar is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. De Bruyne moves short. Now it's De Bruyne. Now the ball in. Chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Now it's Shevchenko. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, Shevchenko! Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. He's got full. He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Chelsea are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And here's Shevchenko. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Now it's Bale. Hakimi. Rijkaard. Some resolute defending there. Rijkaard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's neat. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Batistuta. Right, Shevchenko.
Minutes has been indicated.
Rijkaard. And this is Raul. Well read, nice interception. Shevchenko looks to get on the end of this. Serginho. And it's Neymar. And that could set him on his way.
Well, he certainly...
And that'll be the final action of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
With the father of a boy in a
Chelsea
blue hat
are heading into the
kindly
break
make his way
very
to the
happy with how it's gone
information
so far.
Substitution.
Here we go again then. To Ono. Passes short and sharp. Aims beyond the defence. Out to the left it goes. And Batistuta! Messi. Batistuta. Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Good read, needed to be. Batistuta hurtling down that right flank. That ball looks a good one. He is through here. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Abiati deals with that nice and simple. And he was quick to react. Threads one in. Now it's Batistuta. And that has been clubbed away. Batistuta looking understandably energised after his goal.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Nicked it back promptly. Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Raul, looking for options for movement. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Neymar. Now it's Batistuta. Foot in. It's a pretty loose pass. Caceres. And it's Batistuta. Now it's Kimmich. And he's managed to get free. Big chance, corner.
Substitution in progress.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's hoisted clear. Rijkaard.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Batistuta! It's run loose, and it's come back out to him.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Passing is crisp and sharp. Van Dijk cuts it out. Lovely, now then.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Italy really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it... Can he finish? Oh, should have put that away.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Number 10. Messi.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, shoots! He has done it! David Villa at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact.
Header! He should have put that one away.
Shevchenko really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Kimmich, De Bruyne. The final 5 minutes. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Now it's Villa. And that has left him in a heap. Pass is just off target.
Italy really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, well measured. Plenty to... And a chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Now he's got space here. Chips it through. And that has been knocked clear. Now it's Raul. And time is up. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Roberto Carlos reaching his double century today, well on his way to becoming a part of the furniture in this part of the footballing world.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter.
He gets big! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Messi. Caceres. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Neymar. He is through here. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. And it's Neymar. Messi. Shevchenko. Ambitious ball here. Dink through. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. No, he's not getting past him there. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. That's a cute ball. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Donnarumma claims comfortable.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And he's had it nicked away. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. It's played through for him. Face to face with the keeper. He's having a shot! They've scored!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Chelsea have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Palmer. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Cáceres. Chooses to go back. Messi!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Real chance! And again the keeper stands strong. Chelsea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Messi, now the Batistuta! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Time and again they are repelled. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press, and that was nowhere near his best. And it's made its way to him. That is good alertness. Nice looking ball. Jimenez cuts it out. Looking for the run. Aims beyond the defence. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Mbappe. Nicely worked. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Substitution for Japan, number 23. Coming on to replace him is number 10, Messi.
And here's Messi. Another throw-in. Neymar gets a foot in here. Neymar looking to penetrate opposition lines. Palmer tries to thread one through. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. And Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve. Oh, what has happened here? Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And this is Batis' decent chance! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Chelsea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
That's good play. Messi. Kimmich.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Great vision. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, just over.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Neymar, and he's intervened well there. That's an imaginative pass. Well read, nice interception. And it's Neymar. Tries to play it through. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Looks across and shoots! Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter.
Just
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
For your safety.
Chelsea in control at half-time, 2-0.
Substitution for Japan, number 22, Palmer. Coming on the field is
Here we go again.
number 18, Raul.
Saliba. Here's Caceres. Can he get on the end of this? Saliba. Threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And this is Neymar. Big chance! And that is wildly off target.
Japan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Tries to pass it through. That ball looks a good one. Chelsea have got it back and they'll have another go. Neymar. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Caceres drives forward on the overlap. He's tried one! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Rice. Neymar. Hazard in acres of space out wide. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Now it's Shevchenko. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Knocks it out wide. And this is Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now, can they get him away? And this is Neymar. He has found the way through. Oh, he's... Roll! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Cleared without complication. Probing pass. De Bruyne. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. He's not got that quite right. Vardiol. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And the shot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
After 68 minutes is number 7, Neymar.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Vardiol. Good play on the left-hand side here. Can he get it through? Caceres makes the interception. Saliba. And it's De Bruyne.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Caceres. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Substitutions taking place.
Now it's Mbappe. Chelsea do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Batistuta. And this is Kane. Japan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
It'll be a throw-in. Messi. Looking to play him in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's neat. Messi hangs in a cross, and he gets rid in a hurry. And that's another good win of the ball. Looking for options for movement. Chelsea have a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substitution.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Nicked it back promptly. He's going for goal! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Corner number 2 then. And it's hoisted clear. Aimed in towards the centre. Jimenez clears it away. Delivers the ball. Chance! It goes to show he is human after all. Looking for a runner. Played into space. Palmer promptly onto that, and that is that. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Driving on and making good progress. Now he's got space here. Cleared without hesitation. And Batistuta! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Roberto Carlos plays it short. Neuer. There will be 4 extra minutes. It's Roberto Carlos. He's a sharp little ball here. Neymar elects to cross. And he's taking no chances there. The ball has bounced loose now. And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Roberto Carlos. Saliba completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Oh, what a mistake! He's having a shot! And it's come back out to him. They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Chelsea are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And there's green grass ahead of him. It's just the keeper to... It's Pele! Really well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pele with the cross, and it's safely in the keeper's hands. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Neymar. Roberto Carlos swings in across. Oh, what a real chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Not the most accurate pass. De Bruyne! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Kimmich.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Kimmich. Paz. That looks a good ball through. He's found a way through. Oh, he'll be annoyed at himself for not getting there. Gabriel gathers from the goal kick. Shevchenko. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. De Bruyne is standing over this one, looking here to alter the direction of the game. Tries a shot! He's scored! Just one goal in it now! Game on! This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Pass is just off target, and he's quick to get it clear again. Kimmich tries to play it through. And here's Batistuta. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good running, strong and purposeful.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
This might spell danger. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Kimmich. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Gabriel kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Messi. It's a goal kick. And it's Roberto Carlos. Chelsea are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And that should get the job done. Nice bit of trickery. Shapes to shoot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Italy with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Gabriel. Italy disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. He has found the way through.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
Tries
recupero.
to pass it through. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, that is one way to stop him. Robson. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Rafael Leao. Neymar. Robson is always scanning the pitch. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
De Ligt did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's picked his way through. Ball comes in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Caceres. Nicely spread. Now it's Messi. And it's Caceres. That's a throw. Gabriel. Roberto Carlos. That's a sharp pass. Elise. Roberto Carlos cuts it out. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Chelsea needing a change of fortune here. Knocks it into space. Well read. And the danger is averted. Elise. Nicely weighted ball. Chelsea have it back and can go again.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Paz. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Roberto Carlos delivers the ball, climbs up big! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Great vision.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking for the run. Now it's Shevchenko. Shevchenko. Oh, nice touch. Well, he's a tricky customer, but he slams the door shut. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Elise. Robson. Kimmich does well to get it back. Caceres. Batistuta. Italy can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Elise. And he was alert to it.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. And it's Messi. Now the delivery. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, nicely intercepted. Caceres. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking tidy in possession here. And Shevchenko! And the lead stays intact, just.
He really didn't cover himself in any glory. His finishing let him down when he needed it most.
And it's Kimmich. Searching pass he's played there. Out of play for a goal kick.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 22, numero 6, numero 4. Lasciano il campo per il numero 7, Messi, il numero 13, Schneider, il numero 24. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Italy making consecutive changes here. Time is running out here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have. Italy can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Maradona. Caceres gets across to intercept that. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Can he get on the end of this? Rooney receives it in a wide position. And that is as far as it goes. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal.